Here we are in Kentucky, and I want to talk about this idea of easy to start conversations versus easy conversations. You know, we got on the bike this morning, and part of it is it's easy to ride a little bit, it's easy to get going, and then you come on a little hill like this, and things aren't so easy. And I'm reminded that a lot of conversations that we get into may be easy to start, but they aren't necessarily easy to know what to say next, what to say at all, and when to just say, I've said enough. So I want you to hear a little snippet from Diana and Mark.
Diana, you mentioned religion, and I have really wanted to press in with people on issues that we're afraid to talk about, assuring people I would be kind and respectful. What does that have to do with any of this for you? What is there any of that?
So shockingly, I don't look like the average Muslim, but I am Muslim. And I've had people say things to me because they don't know that I'm Muslim. Negative things towards Islam because of what's in the news every day.
Mm-hmm.
And there are extremists in every religion.
So how long were you in the military, Mark?
It was 12 years.
12 years. How did that impact you? Coming out of that, what did you think?
That's a heavy question.
That is a heavy question. I like asking heavy questions, you know.
Well, I was medically retired.
Okay.
For traumatic brain injury, did explosive ordnance disposal. So my bell got rung so many times that my brain would just shut off every once in a while.
Where were you doing that?
2 deployments to Iraq and 2 to Afghanistan.
Wow. Thanks, man. Gosh. So, some people see all that crazy stuff, and it causes them to believe in God. Some people see that stuff and they like, man, if God exists, I don't want any part of it. Some people think, no way. What did that do for you, Mark, and that whole idea?
Coming from a pastor, I feel like you're just giving me another loaded question.
I told you I'm full of them. And you know what, Mark? Hey, let me say this. I really want your opinion. I'm just curious.
I don't share y'all's beliefs. I respect them. But I've had plenty enough close calls, and I do believe in something spiritual out there. I don't know what it is, because there's been many times we're on a mission for no reason at all. I knew something was up. I knew something wasn't right before we even went out on the mission. Someone got badly hurt, someone got killed, and so I got better and better at trusting his instincts. And I don't know if I ever actually avoided something, but I know there's definitely something greater than us out there. But I don't believe in the Christian faith.
You know, I actually enjoyed talking to Diana and Mark, and I struggle with how far to go, how much do I push an issue, but more than anything, I wanted to open up a dialogue with them, show them that they could have a conversation about spiritual things and Jesus. And I want you to hear their responses at the end of the time, although we didn't necessarily agree on our views of God and faith and Jesus himself.
I think what you're doing right now is a great thing, of getting out and talking and listening to people. I really do believe that regardless of someone's faith or opinion or origin, the best thing you can do for another human is to listen. Like, listen without the intent of changing their mind and just trying to understand where they're coming from.
And here's one thing that I do notice, and doing it across country is really awesome. We all have to get up in the morning, and we all have to put our pants on the same way, one leg at a time, and we all have to go out to our jobs. We all have to support our families. Even my children are grown now. I still have to help them. And if we could all just go back to that more simplistic way of thinking, you know, it's not being simple-minded. It's just, let's go back to the basics and remember how people used to help each other and go from there and build something better.
I'm praying for us as a church that in 7 years, we are going to have thousands of surprisingly easy to start conversations all over our city, because we are convinced where God has us is where Jesus is.